wait all up a minute, I think that I'm feeling sick.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Allie. Today is my summer plans video. Listen, this is a little all over the place. I apologize in advance. There is timestamps below, like always. So if you don't want to listen to me ramble, if you want to just get to certain parts, all of that is there. First of all, I want to apologize for my lack of activity. Also, we have a fruit fly problem right now and it's driving me insane. So we're going to pretend like they're not here when they randomly buzz around me. It's so annoying. We got those like Zevo. I know you guys don't care, but we got those like Zevo things, and hoping that helps. I have so many vlogs going. It's overwhelming that there's so much that you guys are going to see in the upcoming weeks from my spring and summer because I started so many vlogs along the way, and now I'm trying to wrap them all up, and some of them have been done and just been sitting on SD cards for a while, so I'm trying to just piece everything together as best as I can. It's just kind of been a hot mess, and that's kind of what this video is, but also I got my Spring Halloween video up so late, and I got a comment on there like, maybe next you can post, I don't know, it was so sweet. It was something that just like, maybe next you could post like your Summerween TBR, I would love to see it, or something along those lines. I don't even know who it was. The comment has since disappeared. I did see your comment on my phone, but it was really late and I fell asleep, and I'm horrible with YouTube comments. I'm so sorry. I love posting here, but I am just the worst at responding to comments. I'm trying to get better, but this is for you. I wanted to do kind of like summer plans. I want to talk about briefly TBR, nothing crazy, because honestly, like, I feel kind of stupid to sit here and be like, these are the books I'm going to be reading like the next couple months, when you guys are going to be seeing videos of books I read 2 months ago. So yeah, these are books I'm going to be reading, but it'll be weeks before you guys see those vlogs. I'm sorry. I thought while I was at it, since this is summer plans, I would also include my summer projects, some of which I've already started or have completed, but you guys will see them in vlogs. But also, I'm gonna have a timestamp at the end of this video with all of the projects I made in the spring. I feel like I'm going to just be very fast, speed run it a little bit, so I'm mainly just going to be throwing up photos of me with the items or making the items, that sort of ordeal. I don't have them physically sitting next to me. I think I'm going to save that for a much bigger video at the end of the year, but you guys will still kind of be able to see the projects I did do in the spring and my plans for the summer, and hopefully I can do the same after summer. Anyways, again, I'm so sorry that I did not get back to that comment. I really wish that I would have, and honestly, it sparked the idea for this video because I was like, maybe people want more TBR videos. I just feel like I'm not good at them because I recently have been mood reading a lot, or I've just kind of been all over the place with my reading. So it's really hard for me to pinpoint TBRs, but yeah. This is dedicated to you if you do end up clicking on this video. Let's get into TBR. So first of all, Summerween, okay? So you guys are not gonna see my Summerween video for a little while. I apologize. I am really aiming for you to see it during the summer though, even if I have to like post it before a video I've done way before it. But I will give you guys part of my TBR for it. I have 3 out of the 4 from this is the first book, Small Spaces series. This is from Catherine Arden. She has 4 of these. They're just fun little middle grade books that I thought would be fast-paced and fun to include in my Summerween and how busy it was going to be. Summerween is the readathon hosted by Gabby Reads. That is what I'm referring to as Summerween, although my summer is all Summerween. But yeah, for that TBR, if you were interested in what I was reading for it, it's this series right here. I'm also, I guess I should explain what this is. This isn't a book haul, it's a TBR, so I can explain synopses a little bit better. This is a series following these young kids who are navigating really hard life topics, but on top of that, it's very spooky and eerie. The first one is kind of about a ghost story, a legend, if you will, about this like spooky farm, and they go to it on a field trip, and there's a lot more to it. But yeah, the next one is like a very isolated, snowy situation, and there's mind games and ghosts, and they've just been so fun for my summer, and it's just such a fun series. This one was really cool because it goes along with kind of like the carnival theme I had in mind, which segues me into Richard Lehman's Funland. This is not only something that I read for Summerween, but also a pick for one of the book clubs I'm a part of called In the Void. And yeah, this is our Q3 pick. This is about an amusement park. A vicious pack known as the Trolls are preying on anyone foolish enough to be alone at night. Folks in the area blame them for the recent mysterious disappearances, and a gang of local teenagers has decided to fight back. And then the last one that I read for Summerween was also a novella. It is Josh Mallerman's A House at the Bottom of a Lake. I had a lot of fun with that audiobook. It is about two teenagers kind of falling in love and navigating that. And on a date, they are in a canoe on this lake, and they notice an entire house underneath the lake. A lot of metaphors. It's very strange and unsettling, and such a good time. Moving along, besides my actual like Summerween TBR for Gabby's Summerween, the rest of my Summerween is, a lot of it's been dedicated to House of Leaves, you guys. I set out to read this sometime last year, made it like, you know, that much into it, not very much into it, and gave up. I didn't have the time to focus on it, so I'm trying my hardest to get back to it, and I have a really fun video concept for it, so I think that's gonna help motivate me to really get into this and spend the time with it. And it's just kind of taught me too to slow down and appreciate the book that I'm currently reading too, which I think I've needed. I've needed to slow down just a little bit. But in that sense of things, I'm not gonna ramble about it, but in that sense of things, I will say I feel like I've read less this year, and I'm not mad about it. I feel like I've had more time to do other things, that my monthly wrap-ups have just not been that crazy, book amount-wise. So yeah, I'm tackling that for the fact that like it's a book that is on my goals. Like I want to get through this book, but also I do have a video concept for it. As well as a space video that I've been filming ever since I watched Project Hail Mary. I just got The Martian from the library, so I'm going to be reading. I'm so sorry, there is construction going on across the road, so it could be loud. Yeah, another one from Andy Weir, and I had such a fun time with his sci-fi Project Hail Mary, and then going and seeing that movie as well, that I'm excited to read this and check out the movie as well. But I do have another book in mind. I don't have a physical copy of it yet. I'm gonna see if my library has it too. So I'll throw it up for you, but it's called Dead Astronauts. I can't even think off the top of my head who it's by. I seen the cover and I seen it was horror, and I was like, I'm here for it. So I am still very much in my horror sci-fi, although like Andy Weir isn't really horror. I mean, there's like tragic things happening and they have to figure it out, and you know, all of that, but it's not really horror as much as just sci-fi and fun and adventure and silly. Not really silly, but funny. Like his character is very witty. So yeah, I feel like the Dead Astronauts, if it is horror, like in fact horror, I think it will help pull it together a little bit more Summerween for me, but definitely have been into the space stuff recently. A couple more that I'm interested in getting into the next couple of weeks is a reread of Jurassic Park. It's been a minute since I've read it. I think it was a couple years ago. I absolutely adore this book, so I'm wanting to get back into Michael Crichton, and a friend of mine just read this for the first time, and we actually went on a trip together, and that's what she was reading. I was reading House of Leaves, she was reading Jurassic Park, but I was like, damn, I want to pick that book up again. It is so good. And she would talk about it. I'm like, yes, I miss it so much. So I'm going to try to fit a reread of this in within the next couple weeks so that I can jump into The Lost World, because she's going to be reading it. So I'm hoping it will balance. She's been very busy. So I'm hoping we'll hit it at the right time to where we can buddy read it. It'll be so much fun. And I've never read this one. So that sounds exciting for my summer. I'm all over the place. Some more ideas that I have. I'm continuing and hopefully finishing out my Lord of the Rings series this summer as well. On the same wavelength of House of Leaves and my plans for this kind of gives it away. I am really into horror movies, obviously, forever, but new horror has really been inspiring me lately. I'm wanting to do more photo shoots and just more crafts and themes and stuff around them. So I thought, why not start a new series, like reading books like this horror movie. I've been seeing so many posts about it that I'm like, I need to just do it. I need to bring it to life. Read the books in a vlog for you guys, but also like that will be my time to create, do projects, photo shoots, all of those things. And although I don't have my full TBRs besides House of Leaves for these, the movies I have in mind, I'll spoil for you guys a little bit. Obsession, Backrooms, and Hokum. Those three are up there in the movies that I'm really wanting to read books like. If you have any recommendations, you can also let me know in the comments. By time you guys see this video, I may have already had TBRs for them, so they'll just be books I keep in mind, but who knows? Your book might make it into the TBR. I don't know if it's gonna make it into my summer plans or not, but I thought I would still mention it. I have been eyeing some books that are like video games. I've really wanted to get into the Dungeon Crawler Carl series really bad, so that one's up there. I also own another one that's like horror and video games, so I think this would be a really fun one to get to soon too. And I believe there's one or two other ones that I've seen floating around that are like video game and horror, and it just sounds so fun. Like, I want to read them. I know this has been all over the place, but lastly, I just wanted to say I have a lot of my 26 and 2026 to still get to. You guys can check out that video because that's a long ass TBR. But I also am continuing reading challenges. A lot of them are like bingos and quarterly themes and stuff like that. But two that I've been pretty on top of this year is I set my own goal to read books that have plants or flowers on them. You guys will be seeing the first video soon. So I will be reading more of those, at least one a month. And then also Kitty's from Spicy Cats, her Monster Romance Challenge. So I will be reading more of those, but I don't have a TBR for you guys because she pulls a card each month and then we know what we're reading. So for instance, I can give you July's, and July's is the prompt, I love my wife, and it's sapphic. So it's just a monster romance that is sapphic. And I have a couple in mind for that. I think one of them is her recommendation. So yeah, I will be getting to that. The last thing I have sitting here, I think I just put here because I was like, oh yeah, Allie, you really need to get to that. I set out to read more nonfictions this year, and I've been kind of slacking on it the last couple months. So I picked up this one, Monsters in the Archives. This is by Caroline Bix, but it's My Year of Fear with Stephen King, and I'm really excited. There's this one, and then I also have Stephen King Goes to the Movies. I think both of those would just be so much fun, and maybe some good ones to plan out because in September, I know it's not summer, but in September, I will be doing my Stephen King week. So I usually like to film some of those in the summer, so get a head start. With that being said, if you were just here for the TBR, sorry it was so chaotic and all over the place. Hopefully you don't mind. You can let me know in the comments what you plan on reading for the rest of the summer. But we're going to go ahead and segue into projects. Like I mentioned at the beginning of this video, I do have a timestamp down below if you guys want to see the things that I made in the spring. I will talk about those last, but for now, we're going to jump into my project plans for the summer. These are things, some of them I've already been working on or I've already done. Some of these are ones that I still have planned that I need to get to, what have you. I will say, just like my TBR, my brain is just jumbled this summer. I don't know how else to explain it. I feel like my fall might be a little bit more organized. I think when things kind of slow down and it's not summer mode, I will be a lot more organized, but I'm kind of just flying by the seat of my pants right now. And because of that, I don't feel like I have a whole lot actually planned. I think I just have general ideas, so bear with me. First of all, one project that I do have completely planned out and I'm working on it is I seen this incredible blanket on Pinterest, and it's of a CRT TV, you know, like the different colors when they like run down the screens. And I said, I want to make that into a tank top. So that's what I'm working on. I don't really have much to show for it just yet. You guys will see in a video. I guess that would have been good to include in my TBR, is that I am looking for books with found footage because I've been watching a lot of found footage movies. So that will be a future vlog as well, I'm sure, because I would like to do this tank top in that vlog. And since I just recently started it, I will probably be starting that soon. I am crocheting it. That is how I'm working on it. It's going to be pretty colorful like this one, and I'm just really excited. Tank tops, that's what I'm wearing right now. That has been the vibe. I don't always have a cardigan on with it, but I've just really been embracing tank tops this summer, and I love it. I've never loved tank tops, so this is new for me, but I was like, now I want to make some of my own. I also started a project making like a corset top that's like lime green, like, yeah, the green on this, but I didn't make it very far. So I don't know if that is an official summer plan. I might have to circle back to that one. The only other crochet thing on the top of my list right now is I'm in desperate need of crocheted like plant hanging things. So I want to start like getting those, you know, going, because I really want to hang some in my front window and on my wall in my kitchen so that I can have more plants like hung up, and they're all, a bunch of them are thriving right now. Some of them not so much. You guys will see in probably part 2 of my plants vlog. But I am really wanting to start getting them hanging in different rooms and moved around, and not just on bookshelves where my cats can't get them, but like in hanging baskets. But I would love to crochet them. Besides that, I have a bunch of really random things. I want to make my own One Wish willow. I seen somebody go and get one of the wood pieces and then just spray paint it from a pet store. So I have to find that. This is so random, but I think it'll be so cool to sit on my shelf. And then I'm going to print out what it looks like the packaging, and then just tape it to, can't even think of what they're called. There's a certain like candy bar that comes, it's like, it starts with a T. I can't think of what it's called, but it's like a triangle, and I think it'll be perfect for it. So I'm gonna try to make my own for my horror shelf. Also, my health has been on my radar this year. I've been like really focused on it, and because of that, I'm on like a lot of supplements and things that are helping regulate everything. And I'm saying that because I've seen these really cool crafts where they take like a pill case and then like decorate it with beads and like glam it all up, make it look all cute and stuff. And I'm wanting to do that so that I can start like organizing my supplements throughout the week. But I think it'll just be a really fun project to do either by myself or maybe with some friends if they need to make a pill case as well. Maybe just a night of decorating with like beads and stuff I think would just be fun. Besides that, I have concerts this summer, so I want to make more concert bracelets. I have been having a lot of fun with keychains too. I want to make some keychains. I'm excited for the library to start hosting craft again. They do it like, I think the first Thursday of every month. I'm excited for those upcoming events and can't wait to see what they all are. I usually always try to go with a friend, so that's something to look forward to. Girl nights in general, we get together, we craft. It's kind of things where I don't know what's gonna happen. I can't really plan for them, but I think that those will be fun things to circle back and show you guys like the projects from the previous season. Lastly, a few things. I got this really cool sticker book when I went on a girls trip, and then we just honestly didn't have time to do any of them. So now I get to plan nights where I get to do them, I guess. There's some really cool ones. I think there's a page. Oh yeah, this is all of them. It's all 90s themed. It's really cool. But there's a Jurassic Park one, and I'm like, I'm gonna be reading Jurassic Park, so I can do that. There's also a Blockbuster video one that I want to make to actually frame and put up on my movie wall. I think my kids would want to do like the Beanie Babies because they really love Beanie Babies. And I also really want to do the Tamagotchi. So cool. But anyways, I just thought it was so cool. We wanted to bring like some different things for the girls trip to do in case we got bored, but yeah, that was just something we didn't get to. So I'm like, I think that would be a lot of fun to just throw on a movie and just have, or an audiobook and just have the best time with that. That's it, pretty much. The last things, I am still continuing my Dracula cross stitch. That shit's gonna take me forever. And then 3 things I didn't get to in the spring. I filmed a little bit of a spring project plans and my spring-a-ween video. 3 things I didn't get to was the clay die that I wanted to make for my bathroom wall, and then the clay sun and moon. So I've put them on my summer list. Maybe I'll get to them if I feel like playing with clay. And now we've made it to the last part of this video. I'm going to be showing you guys all the things I made this spring. First of all, the biggest project of them all, this cardigan I'm wearing. I finally made it. I will throw pictures of me wearing it as well, but I finally made it. I think this is my first like set down video that like I'm actually wearing it too. Ugh. I'm obsessed with it. It's so colorful. It's also cotton. It's so comfy. And honestly, I've worn it like 2 or 3 times this summer when it's been really, really hot. But I feel like if it's just like a tank top like this situation, I can just like wear it kind of down. And it's just, it's so airy and breezy with it being lightweight and cotton that like I feel like I can still get by with it even in the summer. And I've gotten compliments on it every single time I've worn it. I just love it so much. It is not perfect. There's still so many like loose ends that keep coming out, and I'm like, oh, I gotta weave those back in, but I'm the worst at weaving ends in. What can I say? But yeah, I'm obsessed with it. And I talked about it in the project plans, but this is the completed project. If you guys want to know more about it, you can definitely check out my spring-a-wing vlog. I talk about it a little bit there. Also, if you watch any of my other vlogs, you've probably seen me crocheting up a bunch of these different squares. Another crochet project I made within like a few days. I got tickets to Bring Me the Horizon for me and my family, and I was so stoked. I was like, I have to make something, an outfit for this. And I had this like tank top, corset like top, and I was like, what's something I can like add to it? And I've always wanted to make one of those flowy long sleeve shawls. So that's what I did. I got chunky blue glitter yarn, and I just sat there and I just started crocheting and I got it done, and it was so cute. I absolutely love it. I need to wear it more often. I think I definitely will in the fall more. It's a little bit heavier, but it was so much fun for that night, and I loved it. The said cross stitch, the Dracula one, still have not made a whole lot of progress with it, but I'm excited to just keep adding it to my next season until I get it done. I think I'm gonna try to start putting a little bit pressure on myself of being like, you have to get this section done this week. Maybe like get a section done each week, and that way like I'm making progress, but I'm not making it too hard on myself, because I think I can get a section done a week. I think that that's pretty doable. I also made a spray paint spray paint in my bathroom. It's like an old like vintage photo. It's the woman on the green couch, like, you know, and it says the horrors persist, but so do I. I have liked it more and more. The way that I had to spray paint and then dip a brush and like try to write it myself just made it very sloppy and kind of all over the place. And that's kind of the general idea of what you're going for, but my brain is like, oh, you messed this up. But it's cute. I really like the way my bathroom's looking. I'm ready to add more to my walls, that's for sure. Accessories and props. I've made lip balm keychains for me and my friends. We made charm bracelets to go with forbidden fruits. That was so much fun. That vlog, I think, is coming hopefully very, very soon. I went to a book event and got to meet Kylie Lee Baker, and I made some more book earrings. So me and her have matching book earrings for her new Japanese Gothic. And besides that, I made concert bracelets for my Hayley Williams concert and Bring Me the Horizon concert. I made me and my sister ones for the Hayley Williams concert. I absolutely loved how they turned out. At this point, I feel like I'm just gonna make bracelets for every concert I go to, and I have a candle holder in my bathroom, and I just add them to that, and they're just so much fun. When I look at them, I think about that concert that I went to. So yeah, I have those from the Hayley Williams, and then for Bring Me the Horizon, I made me and both of my sons the same matching bracelet because it was their first concert. The library hosted a book bedazzle night. They hosted a lino cut where we got to make our own stamp, and I've had so much fun with it. I finally got it stamped in my journal. We also made clay page holders, which one of mine cracked on me and I was devastated. The other ones I still need to put resin on. That's why the other one cracked. I haven't been messing with resin for a while, so when I actually do something with resin, I will get to them at the same time. It's that type of vibe. Besides that, I'm always journaling. I'm a little behind right now, but I'm trying to play catch up, and I just have the best time with it. I've been telling friends and family, if I'm not journaling and I'm depressed, you need to say, girl, go journal, because it does wonders for my mental health. I feel like I'm missing things. I'm hoping that I remembered everything that I made in the spring, but I feel like it was a very crafty spring and I had so much fun. I just think this was the biggest project and it took me the longest because it was so many granny squares, but I'm just so proud of it. And to think if I could make something like this every season, so cool. And the fact that I made 2 different like over thing like tops in one season, insane. Hoping I can do that this summer as well. But anyways, that is my ramble sesh. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know, do you do projects? You can let me know your project plans, your TBRs, and if you have a channel, you can even link your video for me to go check it out. I would love to see what you're reading, what you're crafting and creating, and if it takes me weeks to get back to your comment, I'm so sorry. I really do appreciate you watching, and I really do appreciate any type of feedback or any comment that you have for me. I really do appreciate it. But it has just been a very, very busy few weeks, and I've had very little to no downtime. So yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next video.
Automatic driving to your house. I'm gonna die in LA traffic. Watch me crash my fucking car into your couch. Don't wanna finish up this episode before you cut me out.